Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel and in this video also. So guys, in this video, as I told you in my previous video, we are going to learn about manual disk partition for the installation of Ubuntu operating system. Okay, it is very important to know about all the file systems so that I have already discussed about in my previous video. And now on the basis of those file systems, we are going to create disk partition manually in this video. Okay, and I hope this is going to be informative. And guys, go a little bit slow. See, if I see the performance of my video, I am seeing like people are watching the full video in 1 minute and 2 minutes. That is not possible to learn anything from anywhere. If you want to learn something, you need to give time, then only you can learn. You can capture something, that is the only way. But watching 2 minutes, 3 minutes will not give you anything. I'm telling you very clearly. And make a note. Okay, so guys, here manual partition is very important, and for that you should be very good with the process and file system first of all. So here let me give you a quick intro about it. So guys, it is a manual or advanced disk partitioning basically. Okay, and this is GUI mode, graphical user interface. First of all, you should know we will be using GUI mode to install, and the first partition will be your root directory partition. Okay, whichever is going to be created first time, that will be root directory partition, and second will be swap. Okay, and when creating partition for installing any desktop Linux distribution, my recommendation is to create the following 4 partitions. So we have to create 4 partitions for the installation of Linux, any Linux, and this is what you are going to learn. And we are going to install Ubuntu 11.04 because I don't have any latest operating system as of now. I have this image only, and these are the partition. Okay, name of partition. The first one is boot. Okay, boot. The boot partition, this is where program critical for booting the system will reside. Very simple. And this is root directory. The bulk of the programs used for running the system will be installed here. And swap, unformatted disk space for this as virtual memory. And home, the partition where your home directory will be located if the course of using the systems files and folders are create will reside in various folders here. So we will create all 4 one by one. Okay, step by step, very simple. There is no confusion, there is nothing fancy in this, and I hope it is going to be very simple video for you guys. So guys, first of all, as I told you, once again, we will be using GUI mode for the installation of Ubuntu. So here you will have to use either any CD or pen drive, bootable pen drive to install. Then only you will get graphic. Okay, that is called graphical installer. So here, first of all, this is what you have to use, the very first interface here. Okay, in some of the Ubuntu, like if you have already installed, then you will ask to either if you want to upgrade it or something like that. But I will be getting only 2 options in my operating system. One is erase or one is something else like that. So I will show you that also. So for that, what we have to do, I have this VMware and I will create one virtual machine here. Okay, from the very beginning installation also you can learn. So I'm using Linux Ubuntu operating system here, and it is asking for location, so I should give any location to keep virtual files. I should give H. I have a space there in this new folder, and inside this let me give Ubuntu only, name of that machine already existing. Let me see, H in new folder. So let me delete all these, and now click next, and I'm giving 50 GB. We will do partition of this 50 GB space, and here you can select ISO image. So I have ISO image software collection Ubuntu 11.04 desktop. Okay, and you can check mark this, and you can increase RAM as well. So I'm just giving 5 to 6 GB RAM and finish it and start. So installation has been begun. Ubuntu 11.04, and you will get this kind of window very soon. And till that window is coming, I will tell you a couple of things here. So guys, you will see this kind of window as well. So but here, what is this situation? Let me tell you, this is the main window of the advanced disk partitioning tool. Okay, this is a standalone installation. So the first task is to delete all existing partitions. If the target disk is new one and it has not been initialized, select it and click a new partition table button. So the meaning of this statement is very simple. If you have any hard disk where you have multiple partition, like multiple drives, just like this, for example, I am using this to install Ubuntu, so I will be seeing all the partition here. So first of all, I should delete if I want to delete. If we have single hard disk, new raw hard disk, then we will have to first initialize it. Okay, first initialize it, then only we can use it. So let's see what is coming here now. So guys, you are getting two options here. Okay, one is try Ubuntu and second one is install Ubuntu. So we are installing, click this option, and here it is telling you preparing to install Ubuntu. So it is telling you like it has how much RAM it is calculating, and you have option if you want to download updates while installing, so you can select, but you should be connected to internet. So I'm not connected to internet as of now, and will install this third-party software. So you can see there are some like Fluendo mp3 plugins or a couple of things. So I'm not doing anything. If you want, you can do it and click forward. So you got two options just now. I told you you will be getting this kind of a screen. So we have to, because it is a phrase installation. Okay, and you can see you got two options here, like erase this and install Ubuntu. If you select this option and click forward, so it will take entire space, full in space, that is 53.7, and it will select that drive and it will install here only. But I want to create separate partition here, so we have to select this option, something else. You can create or resize partition yourself or choose multiple partition for Ubuntu, and then click forward here. Now you can see it is showing nothing. Okay, this is the first step. So we are using one new hard disk, raw hard disk, that is why we are not able to see any partition here. But we have to initialize this hard disk first of all. Okay, then only we can see a couple of things here, just like this, just like let me show you, just like this. If you want to see, then you have to initialize this disk first, and then we will have to make free space that one. How to do it? Very simple. So we are going to do this one first of all. Here go to this and click new partition table. Okay, new partition table, click yes. You have selected an entire device to partition. If you proceed with creating a new partition table on the device, then all current partition will be removed. Yes, we have to do it because we are not able to see anything. Now we got free space 53 GB and 687 MB. Now we will have to create those four partitions one by one. Okay, so first of all, this is just we got free space, so you need to make this space available first of all. So for that, what you have to do, just click this and add. Okay, and now you can see create partition is coming, create a new partition. So you are seeing here a couple of things like type for the new partition, like primary or logical, what you want to create, new partition size, and location for the new partition, and use as and mount point. So guys, you should learn about it, what is primary and logical first of all, then you should create partition. So let me give you a quick intro about it, what is logical and what is primary partition here. Now, okay, this is what I was telling you. First of all, you have to make that space free. Same thing is written here. When you done deleting, if you have multiple partitions, you should delete. And once you done with that, or initializing that disk, we have done it. If it needed to initialize, the main window will look like this. So it is coming like this only. Okay, free space. And you should remember one thing, like that the first partition should be mounted to boot. So we have not created any partition yet, but when we are going to create it, it should be boot first one. And select the free space and add. We will be doing this just now, but I was talking about that you saw here one thing, that is primary and type of new partition or logical, what it is actually. So guys, basically, first of all, you should understand, you should learn about what is partition, what actually it is. So partition is nothing but it is a partition is a logical independent section of a hard disk drive. For example, this is your hard disk drive. Okay, you are making independent space here, independent section. So you created one, 2 3 4 partition here, and they are independent from each other. They have separate name, they have separate identity. So what is primary? You should know now. What is extended? What is logical? So guys, in this we can create only 4 primary partition. Okay, whichever partition we are going to create first time will be a primary partition. So we have limit to create 4 primary partition. Then, like I have created these 4 primary partition, 1 2 4. Now I need to create some more partition, so I can use any one from this and make it once again multiple partition. That is called extended partition. Okay, and the logical partition is what? This is the same thing is mentioned here. What if you want to create more than 4 partitions in this scheme? That is where an extended partition comes in. When you create one partition as an extended partition, system makes it possible to create an unlimited number of partitions under it. Those partitions are called logical partitions. Now, one more thing I will tell you here, except for the partition that will be used as swap. So we will have to create one swap partition as well, and I will tell you what is that swap partition. And this is a summary. Okay, this is a summary. We will see like this, and I hope just now I showed you here like this. It is coming from here. We have to go further and use this hard disk. So first of all, we have to make available this space. So just click primary only, use full space, give beginning, and leave this default file system, and this also blank, and click OK. So you will see some change here. So you can see now it is changed. It is showing you this hard disk is available for use. Now we will create 4 partition one by one. Like it is showing you 53 used for nothing, I mean as unknown as of now. And okay, this we have done. Now guys, we are going to create first partition. Okay, so you should learn about it, what it is actually. So the first partition, following the recommendation made earlier, should be mounted to boot. So the first partition should be boot. Okay, the default file system for boot on Ubuntu is ex2. You have to use this, it is recommended. and you can use that or ext4. Either you can use file system ext2 or 4. The default generaling file system on Ubuntu 11.04, so you can use 4 or 2, anyone. The partition number of this boot partition, if it is the first partition on the disk, then it will be coming like this. Okay, if it is a first partition. So if you go to this installation, you will be seeing like DEVSDA1. so the same thing is mentioned here, DEVSDA1. the partition, first partition what we have made is as a complete disk. And while many Linux distribution assign about 500 MB of disk space to boot only, about 30 MB is used on new installation of Ubuntu. And if you are tight on this space, you can go as low as 50 MB. It is MB, it is not BM. But keep in mind that disk usage on boot will grow with each upgrade. Simple, very simple. If we are upgrading any operating system, then it will consume more space. So you can assign either like 500 MB also, but you should give more space to this, because nowadays we are using good hard disk storage. So guys, this is a scenario where we have to create first partition for boot. Okay, this is a screen which we can follow. Okay, first of all, you have to see, once again you will have to select primary. Okay, type, second how much space you want to give, then location, beginning, users, file, this is file system, and mount point, that is this is what we have to use here, and click OK. And let me show you the very first one. So for this you have to click new partition, go back, select this, click new partition, continue, and this free space add here, and now you can change this space. Okay, so give how much space you want to give. I'm giving 3 GB RAM to this, and select this boot from here and click OK. And this is, you can see it took default file system 4 and it has changed now DEVSDA 1, because this is first partition. Okay, and this is for boot. Now we will create second partition. We will use this free space for that. So for that, what we have to do, now that boot has been created, select the free space and click add and create other partition. You can read from here guys very easily. Okay, and what you have to do, once again you have to click this and add. Now what you have to do for second one, in the second partition will be swap. We will be using this swap partition. I told you what is swap. It is for unused space. Okay, it will contain that unused space or storage available. The installer will attempt to create it as a logical, but you do not have to. Like boot, it could be also primary partition. The first logical partition of an extended partition is DEVSDA5. You can create this partition as a primary, but it will be DEVSDA2. And select swap area from users drop down. The mount will be like swap does not need to mount any point, and like that a disk size of 200 like 2 GB is usual good enough for swap. Okay, so do it from here, and from here you have to select swap area, and it is selecting logical. Okay, automatically it is mentioned here. It could also be primary. The first logical partition of an extended partition is D5. So like it could be, so I'm going with logical only. I'm not selecting it as a primary. Okay, it's selected automatically, and space I am taking, space I'm giving, once again I will give 2 GB. 2 GB space I'm giving, almost 2 GB, and we'll see. So you can see here it came swap, and now we have once again free space. Okay, click add here, and now we will create next partition, third partition. So guys, third partition will be your directory partition. The installer recommends a minimum 4.4 GB of disk space for installing Ubuntu 11.04, but on a new installation just 2.3 GB of disk space is used, and the default file system on a non-boot partition uses ext4. Now we will create here, so you can give as much as space you want to give. So here you will have to use file system and mount it to directory. For this, once again go to VMware and space, select logical. So I am giving it to, like, I have 48 GB as of now, so let me give 8 GB space to this and select root directory and click OK, and it is logical. Okay, here you can select logical, and then we will create one fourth final partition. So you can see here it came here. Just now we created almost 8 GB RAM, and we have once again free space. So click add this, and you can make it, I will tell you about it, what is this actually. Okay, the final partition will be for home. The file system is ext. Okay, this one, and you may use the available disk space here and click OK. So with whatever space is available, you can use that for it. So I have some around 40 GB space, and select home from here and click OK. So you will see that also here. So it came home. So we have created all 4 partition. One is boot, one is swap, one is root directory, and home. Okay, so now you can install operating system wherever, I should not say wherever, but you should select any drive, just like boot, and we'll see a little further here. So guys, back to the main manual partitioning window. You can see all the partition just now we have created, just like I showed you. Before you click to install now, okay, you should remember, before you click to install now, you have to determine where GRUB, the bootloader, will be installed. Okay, so you need to select that partition very carefully. On a standalone installation, the best location is the default in the master boot record of the disk, and it is also possible to install it on boot partition, but that is not recommended for this installation. So you can select boot, but it is not recommended, first of all. And this is the final window after doing all the partitions what we have done so far. You will get one boot and swap and directory and home. So let's see which one we can use here. We can either use boot as well, and we can use directory. So we'll see, and I'm going to installation, and I'm selecting this only, or let me see directory one and click install. So it will install there, no problem. And from here you can change your where you are installing it location. Okay, like I want to use it on Indian location. So it is not coming. I will have to search manually here. Indian time. It came. It is showing you somewhere this side, and it is selected to Kolkata now, and just click forward. And it is telling you to select layout, keyboard layout. So it is already selected USA. I'm going to use USA, and now it is telling you username, so I'm giving username NRYN, and this is machine name. It is telling you what machine name you want to give, so I am giving NRYN01, and here it will ask for password, so I can give password. And it is telling you like login automatically or require my password to login, so I want to make it more secure, so I will use require my password. Even you can encrypt my home folder, so I'm not doing that. Just click forward now, and welcome to Ubuntu 11.04. Ubuntu is packed with feature. All the features are going to be installed, and lots of things. Find even more softwares. You can see what are the softwares like, Stellarium, Inkscape, Frozen, Bubbles, and Sortwell Photo Manager, PTV Video Editor. There are lots of things going to be installed here. Mobilize your digital life here, and take your music with you. 1C music player, Ubuntu One music store, and empathy, IM, email and chat. And it is done, and it is asking for restart now. Yes, it is required. And we are done with the installation of Ubuntu operating system. Now it will take you to installation login page. So guys, here I am done with this video. I hope you know what you have to do. Like, share, comment and subscribe YouTube channel, and next video will be seeing further discussion on multiple topics. So I will be talking about Ubuntu, what we have just installed, and I will give you as much as information I can give about it. So whatever is available applications, whatever we can work with this Ubuntu, I will be telling you in next video. Okay, this is just fresh installation. Until and unless you don't know the functionality, what and all is available with this, you cannot use it properly. Okay, so installation is done. We are here, and you can see like now accessories, games, places and all, what and all available. So I will be taking you through each and everything in this in coming up video, so you can use it better, you can learn about it. And I think you may not be knowing each and everything, but I will try to cover all the things one by one in next video. And for example, now if I go to my computer and file system, okay, so I can see all the file systems available here. In my previous video I spoke about bin, boot, deb, etc, home, library, media, mnt, prox, opt, option, swin, and usr, temp. All these things I have already discussed, and they have separate role. Okay, so this is first installation. We cannot see any data as of now, but I will be discussing about all the options in next video. So I hope guys it is informative, and please, it is a request, because even I spend time to create video, to record video, speak here, and what you have to do is just watch the video very slowly. Don't rush with it, don't try to run fast, don't forward, just go little bit slow and make a note, and I'm sure you will learn. So I will be meeting you in next video. Till then, bye bye.